Alright. Hey guys, Hoop here. Today we're back with another season review because it's the end of the season again after 100 long days. And, yeah, here we are. Chapter, what, 4 now? Season 1? I can't believe I'm chapter 4. So, yeah. A review and our little, at the end, it will just say our hopes for the next season because, yeah. Anyways, let's start it off with the event from last season because it's not necessarily from this season, but it led to this season. Horrible. Literally the worst
Yeah,
event to date.
absolutely, without a doubt. We did challenges that ended up not doing anything.
Yeah, you had to do challenges. I didn't even. My game kicked me out, but I'm not even
Yeah,
complaining because the event sucked.
yeah,
Uh,
I got kicked like near the end too.
the best part of it was the cinematic trailer parts, which aren't even the event. They're just like trailers. So to start off the chapter, the event was horrible. After waiting for it, it sucked. So yeah, and then we'll just quickly go over the battle pass, which you'll see the skins pop up on screen. Wow, we're moving up in the world here with these videos. Um, Basically, to start off, we had the not necessarily tier 1, but the page 1 skin, which was Celine. There, it's like the girl with the mint green and pink, and she had like the weird moon edit style, which was random. I wasn't a big fan of it. I don't know. I don't think you were either. You never wore it.
Big sweat skin.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just really really random, and I don't think I ever wore it. It just
Me
it
either.
had a weird moon in its style. Like I don't know what that skin even was.
To be fair,
And
I have
then,
yet to wear any of the battle pass skins, but yeah.
but I have worn some, but that one was just not one I ever cared about. And then the next skin in the battle pass was Masai, I think. The skater dude. Did
No,
not like the
here's
skin
the
at all. One of my least favorite ones in battle pass, personally. I don't think.
I agree.
Yeah, neither of us cared about that skin. He had some edit styles. Nothing about him. I just did not care. Then our next skin in the battle pass, the Doomslayer. Obviously, it's fucking cool. It's the Doomslayer. Uh,
The fucking Doomslayer.
like, I mean, it's cool, and his entire set's cool. Yeah. I mean, that's nothing to say. It's a collab in the battle pass, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but at this point, it doesn't really matter anymore, because, yeah. But yeah, the skin itself is perfect, and he's cool. And then the next skin we have is Dusty, which is the baseball girl. Personally, I really like the skin. It's clean. Um, there's nothing much to say about her. She's just a
Yeah.
nice skin.
Good all around.
Yeah. All the skins in this battle pass are super random and make no sense besides like tier 100 and the secret skin. So yeah. Then we had the Nezumi dude. Didn't care.
Yeah.
It has the
I don't like
filter.
him at all.
Yeah, I don't care about the skin. Has the filter on it, so you can't even wear anything with him. Not a skin I cared about. Probably my least favorite one in the battle pass, just
For
because
sure.
I don't care. Next one we had, it was Helzy. I personally really liked the skin. It was probably my
Yeah.
favorite one in the battle pass, besides maybe the Ageless. Good skin. That's all I have to say. Another random skin that makes no sense, but I'm not complaining. I didn't have to spend V-Bucks on it, and that's what I care. And then for tier 100, we had the Ageless, which was our first non-collab tier 100 in a long, since chapter
Very
2,
long time.
season 6. The Ageless, and he's insanely good. He's really, really cool. Not without the armor, he's ugly, but with the armor, he looks incredibly cool. Like, insanely
Very,
cool.
very cool.
So yeah. And then the secret skin, which was Geralt, the Witcher skin. It fit the season's theme, or not really the theme. Like it fit like the map, I guess,
Yeah.
because the theme was fracture. I don't know. I mean, ripped straight out of Witcher. I haven't played Witcher yet, but the skin's cool, and his set is really cool. Besides like his glider. And I'm not gonna go about the bonus styles because that's We don't care about that. All right, now to the biggest part of the chapter or the new season, which was the map. I
I
think,
personally enjoy it.
yeah, I think this map so far is better than chapter 3 and 2 in terms of just season 1. I think the terrain is really good. I think I'm gonna let you talk about the POIs because there is one big problem. As much as I love the terrain, the POIs are a big issue. Which,
Yeah, personally, every single unnamed POI, literally you can go to any one of them besides like a gas station, and there might be like 2 other unnamed POIs. They're all either the medieval houses or like the brutal bastion type buildings, and that's it.
yeah,
So unnamed locations are kind of lacking, and also even the name locations are all very similar except for like a few. They're all just mainly just buildings in very similar styles. Anvil, Breakwater. Hold on, let me take a look at this map. Sorry. Uh,
Ever Breakwater the same.
Yeah. Faulty has a lot of like the medieval buildings. Obviously, Frenzy is really good. Slappy I do enjoy. Lonely I like as well. Shattered Slabs is really unique, so I like that. But most of the other locations just aren't very great. But overall, I do like this map. I hope. I'm pretty sure. Have we seen the map of next season? Has it gotten leaked?
Not yet.
I don't know if it's gonna happen, but one of my hopes is like a new little island kind of pops up somewhere. That would be kind of cool, I think. And obviously, yeah.
My take, I like Frenzy and Slappy are probably the best 2 locations if you ask me. The rest of them,
I agree.
Shattered is fine, but the rest of them I don't really care. Anvil is probably the worst one. It's just boring. And I do like a lot of the terrain. It's really good. They really did a good job on that. And overall, I think the map's great. The snow biome is
it's very good.
it's so perfect. They took a mixture of the glacier or the iceberg and then just a normal snow biome and combined it perfectly. The only problem is the one of the main POI in there sucks and there's only 2. And yeah. Overall the map's good. The POIs and like the buildings can be better, but the actual map and the playing on it is good so far. So yeah, that was the map. The map's good overall. I've enjoyed it so far, but this is
Out of 10, I would rate it probably like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, for season 1, I'm not just. This is the base map. It's been nothing. We'll have to see as time goes on. We'll see how long this chapter even lasts. So yeah. And then we had the couple new items. We had the motorcycles. Great. They're fun.
Yeah.
They're fast. That's really all you need to know. And they're really good. Especially in duos, 2 players. They're meant for duos. Really good. Great addition. So no thing to complain about there. And then the loot pool, I'm not gonna lie, I think we could both agree here, is very lacking in a lot of places.
Yeah, I do agree.
Most of the loot pool I don't care about. Stuff like the machine pistol, the heavy shotgun, the Maven auto shotgun, the burst. Like I don't think either of us, we just didn't care about that stuff.
What I would say is this loot pool is there's the very like good weapon end and then the very bad weapon end. So from my experience, every single player, besides like a few, every single player you're gonna go up against is basically gonna have the same exact inventory.
Yeah, like the red eye,
thunder, and then red eye. Like it's all gonna be the same inventory. There's only a handful of good guns, and the other ones just nobody uses.
Yeah. Now, in terms of like the big new items we got, Excalibur, amazing. I absolutely love it. And then we had the hammer, which got nerfed like midway through, but it's still fun. I think it's really enjoyable. Personally, I know arena kids complain about it, but nobody cares about their opinion. So, yeah. The hammer's great. Overall, I think it's fun. Is that really the rest of the loot pools?
The bird.
Oh, the bird. The bird was fun for like a day, and nobody
And then the
used it.
shield, I guess
No,
for maybe no build, but
in
other
no
than that,
build,
I've
the
never
shield.
seen that
Yeah, in no
really
build,
be
I'm sure the
useful.
shield is great, but I don't play no build anymore, so I don't use the shield ever. And was that all we got?
I mean, we had some vaulted items for a short time,
Oh
but
yeah,
like it's short time.
oh, we need to talk about it. The main event. There was a mini event in the season, which was like the not high stakes, like the heist one. Amazing.
Yeah, it was very enjoyable.
The
A lot of the
mid-season.
items.
Yeah,
Very
it's not
good.
really a mid-season, was it? It was just like a big mid update with a mini battle pass. More of that, please, because it was great. They unvaulted what? What did they bring back? Like
Heavy, slurp juice, dual pistols, silent
pistol.
pistols.
They added the vaults. It was so fun.
Some of the new what are they called? Not mythic, but
augments. We'll get into that in one
well, yeah,
second.
augments, but mythic, not mythic.
Oh,
the
exotic
blueberry-
weapons.
Exotic weapons, yeah, those were
Yeah,
pretty
it was
fun.
really, really fun. The vaults were great. It was overall really, really, really fun event, and I do hope for more mid-season events like that. That was so good. Like,
In my opinion, I'm sure you would agree with me. That mini event kind of saved the season. Had we not have that, I would have stopped playing the season a long time
yeah,
ago.
that
because
mid-season
it was
event
just
brought
pretty boring
like really.
after a while.
Yeah, because the season's 100 days. Yeah,
Yeah.
a mid-season event was really, really fun overall. It also had like the heat system, which allowed you to heal. It was really fun. Like I had a lot of enjoyment throughout that little part of the season. And
I
then,
agree.
if you ask me, probably one of the best, if not the best thing they added this chapter, augments. Great. They're such a good idea. Change up the gameplay because everybody has different augments. Overall, they're so enjoyable, and they make the gameplay a lot better and change it up a lot more, so that every game is different because everybody's gonna have different augments.
Yeah, when it was like announced, I thought it was gonna be very different, but the way they did it, I think they handled it very well.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's like a few of the most random little things, like
There's like
sprinting will slowly reload your equip shot. Like it's very, just some random
Some of
things,
them,
but
yeah.
a lot of them are very useful, like glider redeploy, bush.
good way to
healing.
bring back glider redeploy.
Yeah, it's a very good system in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see what new ones we get. And then that's it. Overall, we'll do the final review for the season at the very end. But there's a lot of good. But one big problem is the season was over 100 days, which is always bad. The season, you will get bored, and
Yeah, there's no stopping.
that's
getting
going to
bored
take
for
like a
100
point or
days.
two off no matter what, just because 100 days is too much. And also, there was a Christmas event. We're going to go over that real quickly. It sucked. They didn't add anything. It was boring as fuck. Nobody cares. So, yeah. And then a quick little hopes for next season. Better loot pool, or like less useless guns, because like nobody cares about the heavy. Just an overall better loot pool, and also I
Yeah.
really hope the hammer stays.
I agree. I hope obviously
The
new items would be
Excalibur.
cool, but I
Yeah.
hope they keep some of the items and just not rework, like redesign them or
Yeah,
something,
redesign them for the new season.
which I think is very doable since
Yeah.
most of the things like vehicles are getting revamped for next season.
So yeah, overall just a better loot pool, because there was a lot of guns that just nobody cared about. A shorter season because 100 days is wild for a season, and then obviously replace some of these. Make sure every POI is different. I'm tired of going to the same. Every building's medieval, or like a
Or-
castle or something.
Not necessarily like different, but like have, for example, this is the best example I could do because they're like probably my two favorite POIs. One of them, like Salty and Pleasant. Yes, they were both building based in like little kind of towns, but they weren't the same exact thing. They weren't like every like name location that has the medieval buildings. They're gonna be very similar and just basically the same, just in a different layout, I guess you could call it. But
Well, next season's not even medieval, so we don't have to worry about that.
yeah.
Just
but
like mix it up a little more, because all
not-
the PRs.
there's only two like main themes
Yeah.
around the map: medieval and then the brutal bastion type
So yeah,
buildings.
just
in the
mix it up a little, basically, is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
freshen it up, I guess, is the way to put it. Instead of having the same thing everywhere, because it gets boring. And then, that's it. No skill base, but we already know that's not happening. Overall, I'm going to give this season like a 7 or 8 out of 10. Probably 7. I'd give it a solid 7.
I would agree.
The only reason it's a 7 is the season was far too long, and some of the loophole aspects were so just nobody cared. Those are the two big problems. But I think this is probably the best season 1 of a new chapter, if you ask me.
Yeah, this or in my opinion,
Chapter
even though
1.
it was chapter 1.
Or chapter 2.
Yeah, I was
Chapter
gonna
2.
say chapter 2 because that was like the most hype this game has ever been.
Yeah.
Other than like obviously chapter 1 throughout the whole existence
Yeah.
of that, but
Yeah, I would
It's
say
just-
say a solid 7.
I would agree.
Because
Yeah.
it's just it would be a little higher, but the length and some of the loophole was lame. But yeah, I'm
And
hyped
obviously
for
some of
next.
the funding, but
Yeah. Overall, I'm hyped for next season. Starts in like a few days. So yeah, expect quite a lot of videos on it. So yeah, that's it.